Hello everyone, myself CA Ashwini Sonone from Instagram handle CA Let's Achieve. As you all know, our last video was based on how to complete one subject effectively in 7 days. So, many students had a problem that they are currently undergoing classes or pendrive lectures and it is difficult for them to allocate 8 to 10 hours every day. So, this video is basically for those students. A question was asked on my Instagram page to all the students who are undergoing classes and studying simultaneously. The average number of hours which a student is spending in classes or pendrive lectures is 6 hours. So this video is based on the assumption that you are doing your classes for 6 hours. Let us begin with the planning. We have 8 subjects, that is subject 1 to subject 8. It is assumed that 4 subject classes are done, 2 subject classes are currently going on and 2 subject classes are yet to be done. Along with your classes for 6 hours, you have to allocate minimum of 4 hours every day for your other subjects. Now, how we are going to go ahead with it? First thing you have to do is decide a subject which you are going to start along with your classes. If your classes are about theory lectures, then you should start with a practical subject along with it. If your classes is about theory lecture as well as practical lecture, then you should start with a subject which is already completed in your classes and you haven't revised it from a long time. Remember, you are doing your classes to understand the subject effectively and hence concentration and focus is equally important in your classes lectures or pendrive lectures. So kindly do focus on that too and do not rush for self-study as that can be done once the classes are over. Once you have decided the subject you are going to start along with your classes for 6 hours, you have to start with the studying. You have to study the subject for 3 hours or 3.5 hours. You can divide it into 1.5 hour slot or 2 hour slots as per your classes lectures availability. The last half hour of the day you have to revise whatever is taught in the classes lecture or pendrive lecture by glancing through it. Glancing is very important. So in the last half hour of the day, you have to glance through whatever you have studied in the day. This will help you in the long run. Now, you can continue this for a week. After a week, you have to change your schedule as follows. Last whole week, you were glancing through whatever is taught in the class. Now it is the time to write down and study and revise properly. So out of the 4 hours which you were allocating for self-study, you have to allocate 2 hours for proper revision of whatever is taught in the classes lecture in the last week. The remaining 2 hours you have to still allocate for the first subject which you had decided in the last week. Now the question arises why we need to revise it along with the classes. So the answer to this is simple. Whenever you are studying any subject and you have revising it freshly, it takes less time to revise. So it is highly recommended to revise it. So if your classes are going on for 2 subjects and you're already studying one subject, so you're studying 3 subjects simultaneously. Now you had already glanced through the topics on the same day on which it was taught. So how you need to revise it? You have to revise it from the classes module or the study material from which you have decided to study for the subject. For more questions, you have to refer to the institute's book, past papers and revised test paper. Yes, you have to revise the topic completely. You don't have to wait for completion of the subject to revise the topic. You can revise it according to topic wise. Now we move ahead to post classes completion. What you need to do once your classes are done. Firstly, you have to try to complete the classes subject revision along with the classes. Even if complete revision is not possible, you have to try to complete maximum of it. Along with it, you are already studying one subject, so that subject will be done. Also, once one subject is done, you can start with second subject and half of it can be done. Remaining subjects you have to apply 7-day planning video and complete that accordingly. The link for the 7-day planning video will be provided in the description box below. October should be completely based for revision only and no compromise can be done on that. Now the question arises, what if we are having classes for more hours, more than 6 hours, more than 7 hours, for 8 to 9 hours? Then it is very difficult for you to revise another subject. So what you have to do is focus on what is taught currently and not focus on when I will study this. You have to focus on what is taught and revise it after a week. You have to try to do 2 hours for other subject if possible. So even if you are having less time for self-study as compared to the students who have already completed their classes, it is highly recommended that you revise it timely. Timely revision will save a lot of time and you can complete your syllabus within the time duration you have allocated for it. So once this is done, you have completed your studies, you have completed your revision. It is now time for test series. You can apply for test series or you can write down past papers at home, but you need to have writing practice along with it, as continuously you are studying and you are reading and revising, but there is less of writing practice, due to which it is very difficult to complete the paper in time. So keep in mind to revise and to write down. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my content, then please do subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends, and let's help more CA students to achieve their dream. Thank you.